Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. We're back with another Horrorpack unboxing. Like I say every month, Horrorpack's a monthly subscription service. You pay like $20. You get 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays. They're all hard depending on what you want. I go with Blu-rays because I like Blu-rays. Also, this is something I pay for out of my own pocket. This isn't sponsored, so I let you know good, bad, or indifferent how I actually feel about what we're getting. Recently, it's been pretty good. There have been some months, though, that just, some pretty bad choices. They also put out a bunch of clues on Twitter and Instagram. I got those here. Just to let you kind of guess what you're going to get. Now, I do know what one of this month's titles are, so, I'm not going to be guessing that. But let's get into these. First up, there's Everything is Bigger in Texas, including Revenge. That's the one I think I know, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Next up, The Cream of the Crop is About to Drop. Again. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe like Children of the Corn, like creamed corn and crop of corn. I have no clue with that one. Next one, Isn't It So Inconvenient When an Old Flame Comes Back to Haunt You? Okay, something like that. My thought goes to like, what was it? Nina Ever After or whatever. That one about that guy who's like girlfriend is haunting him. Could be, I don't know. And last up, A Story of Admiration Turns into Obsession. Okay, obviously the thought there automatically goes to something like Fatal Attraction, but I think that's way too on the nose, and I think that's way too big of a title to be included. So let's get into it, and we'll find out. As I've said before, as I will say again, as I'll say as long as I'm making these videos, this is a good way to bulk up your collection, especially if you have a smaller collection and you want, some more stuff. This is a good way, $20 a month, and yeah. Oh, one of these has a slipcover. 2 of these have slipcovers. Interesting. It's a good way to pad out your collection, and it's also a good way to get some stuff that maybe you already own on DVD and you want a Blu-ray copy. You might grab one in this. I mean, that's how I got all the Annabelle movies on Blu-ray. So, for what it is, that's what it is. So, let's get started. First one we have, this is the one I knew about, and that is The Forever Purge. One night is not enough, as members of an underground movement, no longer satisfied with the annual night of anarchy and murder, decide to overtake America through an unending campaign of mayhem and massacre. No one is safe. On the morning after the purge, a masked gang of killers attacks a wealthy Texas ranching family and their workers. Exposed by daylight, the two families are forced to band together and fight back as the country spirals into chaos and the United States begins to disintegrate around them. Special features are deleted scene and alternate storyboard opening. Collapsing the System, the Forever Purge. Behind the Forever Purge is like it's like a featurette or whatever, and Creeptastic Wardrobe. Okay, that's one. I'm not a big fan of The Purge. The entire series, I've never been a big fan, so this is probably one I'll try to rehome. It's just not my thing. I don't know why. It's just, I've never really had an interest in the Purge movies. But, it's still... Next up, we got... Okay, wow. That's John Travolta? The Fanatic, with John Travolta, apparently. On the grimy streets of Hollywood, a celebrity-obsessed man feels slighted by his favorite movie star and embarks on an unhinged quest to get a response, leading to a home invasion and a very long night that changes both men irreparably. That sounds kind of good, and I mean... Honestly, you tell me, does that look like John Travolta to you? doesn't really to me. I don't know who it looks like, but it is John Travolta. Kind of cool. I mean, definitely sounds interesting. Next up, okay, this is the Horrorpack Limited Edition. Also, I usually say this earlier, but there are limited edition Blu-rays in every pack, and honestly, they usually pay for the that month's thing alone. Just consider everything else special features, and you're pretty good. So we have Bad Dreams, the Best of Nightmares Film Festival 2022. I think we've got one of these before. It's 10 short films. Nightmares Film Festival sets it apart from other genre fests by its deep year-round connection to the horror filmmaking community, which gives it the first line on the rarest, scariest, and most daring and most unsettling films being created around the country. This collection of films, curated directly from the Nightmares Film Fest from the 2022 program, overflows with a unique mix of products. How am I getting these words wrong? A unique mix of subjects, powerful voices, and boundary-pushing stories. Nightmares Film Festival has been named one of the top horror film festivals by every major genre outlet, and these films exemplify the outstanding quality of the 2022 festival. I'm definitely down for that. I'm pretty sure we got one of these, maybe it was last year. I seem to remember really digging it, so I love little, short film collections, because they're just always fun. And last up, we have... Oh, okay. Open 24 Hours. A paranoid, delusional woman, Mary White, has just been released from a mental hospital for setting her serial killer boyfriend on fire. Well, damn. Mary suffers from severe paranoia and hallucinations. Her boyfriend, James Lincoln Fields, is a brutal serial killer known as the Rain Ripper. He enjoyed murdering people and making Mary watch. After being released from the hospital, Mary's vulnerable demeanor aids her in obtaining employment at an all-night gas station. However, left alone to her own devices, her paranoia and hallucinations return with furious consequences. Customers and friends suddenly start turning up dead and mutilated all around her. Nice. And the features are director's commentary, alternate ending, and making of Open 24 Hours documentary. That sounds really good. So I think that might be one of the highlights of this month. So we have Open 24 Hours, Bad Dreams, Nightmares Film Festival 2022, the Fanatic, and the Forever Purge. Like I said, the Forever Purge, not really my thing, but everything else, I'm down for sure. So I'll say this has been a good month. Not every month can be winners. Sometimes you do have kind of a slow month, and sometimes you get stuck with some stuff that you're really why is this in here? But when all's said and done, usually, it's $20, and you're getting at least one movie you've probably never seen, and that's worth it right there. So yeah. I'll try to leave a link below if you want to get your own horror pack. It's definitely worth picking up, especially if you want to enhance your collection. That's it for me. See you next time.